when we got over to Liberty Hall, then there was a meeting held. Mr. Connolly held it, stopped, and there was I don't know, was a chair or a table was got out now, the chair anyway, and when he had his information, he said that every man speaking he was, and when he said every man and woman, every woman and boy that have marched today are now soldiers of Ireland. And he said, point to Liberty Hall, he says, we're to return to barracks and we're not to go out without permission.
Tell me, you were there when they were printing the proclamation, were you?
Oh, yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, that was it. That was now, there's the concert, and in the back of that, then there was where the proclamation was, and then that went out on Teton Quay that way, like you say. Well, that's where the proclamation was. Well, that was going on. That's where I had to bring the messages. I was about 4 times that night anyway. I had to leave the counter, and Mr. Conley called me for to go with notes into the inside, like into the where the printing was. Anyway, I done that anyway. But when I was giving down my account in the historic bureau, I forgot about that item. It was very important, very. However, I mentioned it afterwards, all right, and then I mentioned it since on the record. But I forgot in the beginning, and nobody reminded me of it. However, there was there was only 2 men in the printing, you say, Christie and the printer. They hadn't much type, the type was short, and they had to patch it up a bit, you see. And of course, again, they worked all night, you see, doing the proclamation, you see. But when I went in, there was 3 men in the printing, in where the machine was, the machine room, and one man walked over and shook hands with me, congratulated me. I was the first that was allowed in to the printing, like during the proclamation being done. And Madam herself was kicking up her hair because she wasn't let in. But I got a fright, I tell the truth, when a man was taken off the roof. He was, they had an awful job trying to get him down off the roof, because every time anyone put their head up, you see, they were fired on. The college was much up over, the Shelburne Hotel, you see, had full aim. Anyway, they had the 4 men took him out. 4 men got him down through a skylight. And when I seen the sight of him, he had 13 bullet wounds in him. The machine gun played on him every time and sent him back. Every time he put his head up, you see, he was hit back. But anyway, when he was taken down, and when they got him down, and I seen him, my knees knocked. My knees shook. And I remember Kathleen Seary said to me afterwards, just a short time afterwards, she was helping, Rosie, how did you manage it? When Dr. Lynn was training us, she told us that you might have an occasion to say a prayer for courage.